Hey there, so today I am going to show you how to create a sidebar pop-up for your website that allows a visitor to download your free guide, PDF, whatever it is that you want to give to them. So I'm going to show you how to build the sequence that they'll go to and how to set up the actual sidebar pop-up so that they are directed to this sequence. So the first step is going to be setting up the sequence itself. I have something right here for our Windows ebook that is similar to what we'll be doing but different. In this sequence, I've got my first message is the ebook download. So when somebody goes into this sequence, this is the first message that they see. It's letting them know what they're going to get in our free guide to Windows. So as soon as they get this message, they're then going to get the guide. They'll also have a message that asks them if they would like it to be sent to their email address. In Manychat, I would always recommend trying to collect the email addresses as well. Manychat's a completely powerful marketing tool, but you don't actually own these subscribers. So I like to kind of have my backup plan as my email sequences. I use them in different ways than I use Messenger, but I love to have both. So always give people the option to download and send to their email. It's also more convenient sometimes to download something to computer on email rather than trying to download it to your phone through Messenger, which is where most people, the device that they're using Messenger on. So we're going to recreate this ebook download sequence. We actually don't have to recreate this first message because it should be a flow already. And then we're going to do some different messages within this because the 7-day message sequences have been super effective, but we've seen some people unsubscribing. And so we switched it to a different format that gives them all of this information within one type of message, which I'll show you in a little bit. So the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to create a new sequence. And this is, I'll call it website, ebook, download. So we're going to create that. And I am only going to create 2 messages. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to select an existing message because that Windows flow is already created. So I'm going to see. Okay, so this is it. So since that was already created, I can just select that flow. I'm going to turn it on, and it's going to be sent immediately after someone gets this. The second message I'm going to do one day after, but I'm going to send it between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. And the reason I'm doing that is just out of consideration for people. If they subscribe to this first message at 11 o'clock at night, then the next message is also going to come at 11 o'clock at night, and I just prefer not to do that. I'd rather my messages be sent during the day. So then if I had any future messages, those would also be sent between those same times. So really the second message is the only one that you need to worry about switching. So I'm going to create a new reply for this message. And what I want it to say, and this is going to go out one day after my Windows ebook sequence, is, hey, first name, I know the ebook did a great job of explaining things, but there is a lot more that I could teach you about Windows. Are you interested in learning more? So instead of sending them into that 7-day sequence automatically, I'm going to give them the option to go into it or not. So this one is going to say, going to do the thumbs up symbol. Where's my thumbs up? Okay, and when they say, yes, show me more, I'm going to go to a flow. And the flow that I'm going to go to is going to be a compressed flow, which I already did a video on how to turn a long sequence into one message. And so this is what I call compressed flows. And because this is about Windows, I'm going to go to the compressed Windows. Actually, no, it's under compressed flows. So these folders are the messages that make up those compressed flows, and this is all my compressed flows right here. So compressed Windows, and it's already created, so I'm just going to hit publish. So this will be Windows flow. Then I'm going to say, no, I'm good for now. Okay, and then I'm going to send them a message if they say that they're good. This message is going to say, no problem. If you do decide you need additional help or would like to schedule a free in-home Windows estimate, just click below. So this is going to be free window appointment, and they're going to go to a flow in this one, and this is going to be under my contact me's folder. So I have one for all of our categories, and this is for Windows. Have someone contact me for Windows. So that's the sequence of messages that they'll get. So I'll select this flow, call it Windows contact, and this is going to be speak to an admin so that they can talk to me if they have any other questions. So I usually like to choose the redheaded girl, obviously. Where's my redheaded girl? Well, she's gone, so I'll choose the blonde. And I will go to another flow with speak to an admin. Which I really probably need to put in a folder. Oops, that's not what I want. I need a person. Okay, this tells them the hours that live chat is available. On this one, okay, and on this one, I like to tag it with lead. Actually, I tagged this one with contacted, and then once they fill out the form, they're tagged with lead. I'm also going to tag them with Windows ebook, because my first message, they're going to be tagged with the Windows, and contacted for this one as well. Okay. And I like to add tags to every single button that I can, because you never know where people are going to click. Sometimes they would have had to have clicked on a button before they get to this message, and so they should be tagged with that, but just to be sure, I like to go ahead and add those extra tags. So this message is going to give them the option to learn more or not, and if they don't need to, then I'm still promoting my service of my free in-home Windows estimate. So on the Windows flow, this is what it looks like. Hey, Jennifer, I'm pumped to let you learn more about Windows. There's a lot of great info in here. So I'm not going to edit this because this is my flow. If I needed to change anything in this, I would have gone to the compressed flows folder, and I would have duplicated this flow, renamed it, and then I could have used it and edited it in any way possible. But when it is a flow, it's going to be attached to every single time I use this, and so you do not want to edit it. And so if they want to learn about a new category when they're done with this, they can hit new project, and then they'll get our kitchen, bath, windows, doors, flooring, tile, and they can explore those options as well. And so in this, we've got a lot of different options for them. And so hopefully they will schedule that free in-home Windows consultation with us. So that is the entire flow. Okay, I'm going to go back to, actually it's a sequence, not a flow. So we will go to website, ebook download. I'm going to turn this on, and that's going to be it. I'm going to make sure that I have, so on this one, I didn't tag them when they got the guide. What I could do is I could make them have to press a button in order to get my guide, which actually I might do. This message was already created, so I'm not going to edit it, but I'm going to build another one so you can see how to build it from scratch and how to force them to click on your button, because that is how you're going to get them to subscribe. I typically have people click on buttons right away, and a lot of times I'm actually using this through a Facebook comment tool or something like that, so I actually get them to subscribe prior to entering this sequence, but just in case, I think it might be a good step to have. I'm also going to add the Windows tag to these as well. Oh, and the last step that I forgot to do is go to the next message and make sure that I selected for speak to an admin to actually notify me. I don't think I did that. It's a very important step when someone wants to speak to an admin. So I'd just like to get in, well, I'm going to select email as well. Okay, so that's done. And then they're going to have the option to either learn more or not learn more so that we won't annoy them. So that one's good to go. So now we're going to do this again. So I'm going to create a new sequence, and it's going to be website, kitchen cabinet guide. So we know we're going to need 2. I know this trigger is going to be immediately. I know this trigger is going to be 1 day after, between 8 and 2. Okay, so I'm going to create a new reply. I'm going to say, hey, first name. I'm so glad I can help you in your kitchen remodeling journey by showing you exactly what you need to know when purchasing cabinets. This will help you turn it, keep costs down, and get exactly what you need. So this is going to say, get my guide. So we are going to add a tag, and it's going to be kitchen. So when they get their guide, I'm going to send them a message. And this message is going to say, here you go. And I love using emojis. I think it's a great little tool. And then I'm going to, actually on my last one, never mind. Sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to add my file. That will open. kitchen cabinet guide. Okay. Then I'm going to do a delay. I'm going to say, do you want me to send this to your email as well? And we could let them click a button. That sometimes can help because this is going to be a user input. Sometimes if they don't answer this question and then they get another message and they try and answer it, it's still looking for the email. But I don't think with this sequence, the way it's set up, that's going to be an issue. So we want them to save this as an email. It's going to go in the email form. And the action on successful input, we're going to add a tag. And this tag is set up in Zapier to send their email address this guide. So cabinet guide is the name of the tag. For any of the downloads that we do, the name of what we're giving is the name of the tag, just to make it easy. So that is going to be our first message. Then our second message is going to be the next day. We're going to go ahead and turn that on. This is going to be cabinet guide. Create a new reply, and we're going to do the same thing that we did on the window sequence. We're going to say, I really hope you enjoyed your kitchen cabinet guide. However, there is a ton to cover with kitchen remodeling. I'd love to share my top tips and strategies with you. Do you want to learn about them? And we're going to say, yes, show me more. For this one, we're going to go to a flow, the same as last time. We're going to go to compressed flows. This is for kitchen. We're going to select that flow. That button is good to go. And I always name those. All of my attached steps, they need to be named. This is kitchen flow. This is question. This one will say, no, I'm good. And we're going to send them a message that says, no problem. If you do need help, you can set up a free kitchen design appointment by clicking below or speak to an admin. So then we'll say free design appointment. We're going to go to a flow again because that's going to be another one of the contact me's, and it's listed under kitchen. So we're looking for have someone contact me kitchen, which is right here. Looks good. Select it. Kitchen design appointment. And this is, we'll just call this no. Then we are going to say speak to an admin. I'm not sure why my emoji buttons aren't showing up right now. And for this one, we'll do the same as before. We're going to add the tags of kitchen. We're also going to notify admins. I like to say wants to talk to you because I also have any of my lead forms notify me. Oh, and I'm also going to send them the flow that tells them our hours, which is I need a person. So now I've got the question where I ask them if they want to learn more or if they don't want to learn more. If they do, they're going to go to this flow where they can learn about styles, cabinets, countertops, design services, free kitchen guide, schedule their appointment, learn about installation. So they've got a lot that they can learn. and we'll go back down. If they say no, they're going to have the option to schedule a free design appointment, so we're still letting them know that that's a service we offer, or they can speak to an admin. So that is how we're going to do it. And in the next video, I will show you how to actually connect that with the website. But this is the first step, and we'll need to do these for every offer or guide that we have. So I hope this has helped.